Pip pip tally ho. Yeah! It's the English blokey.
So what's up guys? So some of you might actually be a bit surprised to be seeing me today because of that whole Rapture thing that was meant to be going on right about now. And I have to admit, I'm kind of disappointed myself that Rapture Jesus didn't come down to save us all, because I was just so looking forward to the surprised look on people's faces as they ascend towards the sky with Rapture Jesus and realise there's a surprisingly low amount of oxygen in the stratosphere. I mean, it would have just been slightly comical to see people dying. Okay, that might have come out wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, well, you might not, but all I'm trying to say is that what's so special about the rapture? Surely the people who would have been rapturized anyway would have gone to heaven when they died. So can't they just wait like 30 or 40 years for eternal bliss? I think that you Christians are just a little bit hasty in your want to go to heaven, and I'm getting pretty sick and tired of it, so cut the attitude, bitch. But perhaps this actually was Jesus' plan, going back to my earlier point, to take people towards the sky and being like, they're being raptured, to all the people left on Earth, when in fact he's just making their heads explode from the extremely low pressures that occur in space, and because they're dead, then they get to go to heaven anyway. Perhaps it was like some loophole in the whole suicide is a sin clause in the Bible. But none of that's really important or relevant to the point of this video at all, because all I'm really interested in with my dramatic hand movements is what excuses the people who predicted this date are actually going to make for why it didn't happen. But I've made a few of my own, and I think you will enjoy them, so here they are. The rapture didn't happen because Osama bin Laden was in fact the second coming of Jesus Christ and died for our sins, again redeeming the whole of the human race. The rapture didn't happen because Jesus Christ has just pulled the most elaborate Rickroll in the whole of history and is now in fact playing Rick Astley on a fiddle in the sky. The rapture didn't happen because the Rapture network had the same security as PSN and was subsequently hacked by a 45-year-old mentally disabled antimatter leprechaun whose favourite pastime is to play Nyan Cat while painting mausoleums with the image of Lucas Podolsky. The rapture didn't happen because the rapture didn't rap true to the rat trap of Rat-a-Tat's randomly rasping picture of the pastor Ratty Patty. Try saying that for the rest of eternity. But finally, the rapture didn't happen because Chuck Norris is the only person with enough power to rapture people, and he isn't in heaven yet. And so the Grim Reaper was sent down to touch him, thus bringing him to heaven, and allowing the Holy Trinity of God, Jesus and Pikachu to harvest his muscles filled with epic goo to fuel the doomsday device that they were planning to rapturize people with. But in the process, a pterodactyl swooped down, knocking the Reaper's staff out of his hand, releasing the magical love potion Princess Leia had placed upon him, and turning Sexy Phil, Nigahiga and the Brady Bunch into Mexican drug cartels who sell viral videos laced with LSD in return for views, thus relegating Epic Mealtime to a CBS show where they show you how to fashion bacon into small dollhouses for your overweight, premature orangutan that you accidentally lit on fire, turning into Gandalf the rainbow-loving homophobic princess who used his secret chant of racial slurs to stop the rapture. And that is why the rapture did not happen. Thank you all, and good night.